Hey there, it's Tabby, aka Octavia. Ringing the bell for a true smile here today. Okay. I'm going to cleanse the energy some here. Lighting this sage. All right. Okay. I want to discuss these frauds. I don't even know which deck to use. Let's see here. Let's talk about it. These people here, or people who seem to believe that you're not worth anything unless you're having sex. And I do mean metaphysical. You're not worth a job. You're not worth an income. You have no worth. You have no value. You shouldn't have any self-esteem or confidence because you don't have sex in the spiritual realm. And because you don't have sex in the spiritual realm or metaphysical, then you don't deserve to get any money. That's what these people believe. That's what they seem to think. I know that it's very prevalent within the Department of State. I don't know about other places here. Yeah, this is hidden here with the moon. I heard cover up. It's hidden with the moon here. But we're going to clarify the moon. Clarify the moon, spirit. Ace of Pentacles. What I'm saying is the truth. But they're trying to cover it up and hide it. Okay? Is it throughout the federal government, I wonder? Ten of Swords. Okay. So that's a no, maybe. So this is, okay, it's because of a star, or someone is a star, and they feel as though the star energy should be having sex. Wow. Okay, we got the Six of Wands, but it came out upside down, reverse. It flipped upside down, reverse, and it fell on top of my hand. So I was holding the deck and had just put the cards back and had my hand like this, and it fell on top of me like this. So what is making me think is, if your hands are not busy in some type of intimate or sexual activity, they do not believe that you deserve to have any type of clout or fame or love. Yeah, with the Four Cups here, they feel like your love should be dried up. They feel like you shouldn't have any love. Four of Cups and Five of Cups. So not only did you deny, with the Four of Cups means that you deny, how I look at it intuitively, you denied your Ace of Cups, which was from the divine, to you, for you to have love or self-worth or see yourself as valuable. But you also are being denied Three of Cups, which is any type of side piece, mistress, or throuple, or threesome energy and or activity. And then, as well as the Five of Cups here, anything else that comes along. Or maybe there's two men that want to have you as part of their relationship and or side piece, right? Yeah, this is how they feel at the Department of State. Okay. So the rest of the federal government feels as though they don't necessarily follow by or abide by the rules of this. You need to be having sex to get paid, but they do feel like they will backstab and or betray your ass so that they can have a new passionate start with the Eight of Wands, Ace of Wands. Did I say eight? I meant ace. Ace of Wands. They will do that. They are willing to be deceitful, to deceive, to lie, to steal, to cheat you, to commit fraud, so that they can have, I heard, a stable. They want to start stable with their new passionate beginning, with lovemaking, with interacting with folk, with intimacy. They don't understand somebody being alone and becoming a star. Ace of Cups. They don't understand that. They don't understand how can the divine source, Mother Gaia, the Most High God, grant someone with that kind of ability. Maybe they've never seen it before. Maybe they don't understand this person was born a star, already possesses the star energy. It's possible. They feel as though it has to be earned, like given to you or earned by your conquests. Yeah. Actual encounters is what Spirit is showing me. Hmm. And we have the King of Pentacles. Somebody's toxic. Somebody thinks very low vibrationally or has a toxic lifestyle. Then we have the Ten of Cups, the Five of Swords, because they know or they're well aware that the family, or the false family as I call them with the Ten of Cups here, they're aware of that. They're aware that they are going to compete with the Five of Swords or cause conflict or confusion, stealing people's identity in the spiritual realm or something of that sort. They're aware of that. And they also are aware that someone that is seen as the King of Wands or known as the King of Wands, whether in the United States and or abroad, Spirit says, is going to get a new start. You began, and so then they began. If you began and you get heartbroken here, they will make sure that they aren't. We have Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, because they're invested in, wow, wait a minute here. They are invested, Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. It could be the number 7. It could be the number 77 or both. Seven of Pentacles, Seven of Wands. Seven of Wands, yeah, they're invested in being defensive and or guarded. Oh, I see. Against the Five of Wands ending. They don't want that to end. They understand that negativity, competition, a little bit of, confusion, it fuels their fame, their fortune. Five of Wands and to the Death card. This Five of Wands is like fighting or having sex amongst each other. These people, this group of 5 here. All right. Definitely fighting, arguments, disagreements, things of that nature. And they feel like with the Seven of Cups here, it brings multiple options for them in their love life because they would rather have that versus this person who is not having sex. That's how they view them, as dried up. Their cup of love is empty. oh. Lamborghini Mercy. Yo, chick, she's so thirsty. That's that card. That damn Kanye song. He knew what he was talking about. I'm telling you, Kanye be knowing what's going on in the metaphysical. Just sometimes the storyline that he's aware of, I'm going to just say being manipulated. So we got the Seven of Swords here. And somebody is defensive, okay? Somebody is defensive. Defensive of what? Or defensive against who? Somebody is defensive. And Spirit say, that's it, period. Or defensive towards a Leo. Or a defensive towards somebody's strength of remaining a virgin of did I say it right? No, I said virgin. Remaining a virgin, whether that's in reality or within their matrix or in the spiritual realm, the metaphysical. Okay. Yeah, they're guarded and defensive. It's a Queen of Pentacles. A Queen of Pentacles is not understanding how do you think that you're supposed to earn money? An Emperor as well? A Cancer and or a person that's in high authority that is a card person here with this Chariot. I kid you the F not. This is what the hell I've been finding out. And they're heartbroken. They are heartbroken. Like, why in the hell are you so strong? You're not getting any love. Yeah. It's causing them mental anguish and keeping them up at night. Like they're displeased. They're not happy. They're frustrated, Spirit says. They're frustrated because they need this. It didn't come out, but it hopped up and it fell back into the deck, right? The same way that so it was still face down. But they need this. This is a part of their journey. They're like, why isn't this a part of yours? But yet you get to become a multimillionaire. I hear spectacle, a multimillionaire. Shoot, Spirit said billionaire. Somebody saying it must have been a long time ago. I want to be a billionaire so freaking bad. And now they mad. They mad. They said because they hungry. What does that mean? They're hungry. What? They're mad because they're hungry. Or is that like the equivalent of them being thirsty? Yes. Yes. With the Pentacles card coming out here. Pentacles representing yes in the tarot deck as I asked the question. So four Pentacles here. They're hungry. Okay, I got it. Hungry like a wolf. Okay, now we all know that they sang hungry like a wolf, but we knew that they were talking about their sexual appetite. Okay, same thing as yo chick, she's so thirsty. So somebody don't drink water. Okay, somebody does not drink water. They don't drink the water. That's what they're telling me. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, I'm right. Yep. So they don't drink water. And then they have success, Spirit is telling me. Okay. They have success for one night stands. And then they get to be choosy. Meaning they don't have to choose just one. They don't have to pick someone because they don't drink water. They don't drink water. So that they can have intimacy and be the Queen of Cups. Oh. Y'all, that makes me want to vomit. Can you imagine how they breath smell, how they poop smell? Like, if they don't drink water, you know they're not eating vegetables. Like, forget talking to them about a green drink or a green smoothie or, oh my God, a mango or an avocado. They probably know what it is, but they don't want one. They don't want that. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh, so you're a vegetable and they hate you because you're a vegetable. You want to be starting something. I heard that's gross. Spirit say yes. What I'm saying is true. That's what they do. They would rather be hungry and thirsty. A Page of Pentacles. They would rather be hungry and thirsty than eat a vegetable or drink water. And they hate you because you do. You do eat vegetables and you do drink water. And people want to be your companion. Oh, so this is jealousy. Yep. People want to be your companion. Two of Cups. I am not lying. The cards don't lie. I'm saying the truth. Wow. So it's possible that you could have a couple of knights that want you. I heard three knights that want you, a page or three that wants you. Okay, let's just say it's more than three. With the number that Spirit just showed me, I'm like, what? Do y'all even know that many 20-year-olds or YNs? Do y'all, I hate to say YNs, but young guys, they know you. They know who you are, Spirit said. And 10 middle-aged men. Are you serious? Not once. Somebody is upset, highly stressed about this. This Page of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah. So this Page of Pentacles is highly worried and stressed the F out about your source of intimacy. Are you serious? They want you to be an introvert. 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords. They want you to marry your work and be an introvert. Ooh, Spirit said what I'm saying is the truth. 3 of Cups, 4 of Swords. They want you to marry your work. They want you to stay asleep, stay dreaming about it. And what I'm saying is the truth, High Priestess, because I did not even look at these cards. The devil, the world. That's how they see it. Because they're fraud. So they're lusty AF and they want to do what you're doing. Yeah, who is it? A Knight of Cups. And this being revealed here with the Sun card. And they're under judgment for this. Because they're cloud chasers with the Sis. Oh no, this is somebody that you know. Possibly you met a while ago or when you were younger. And they've been lying about an Empress and a Page of Wands. Spirit said they've been lying to Source about an Empress and a Page of Wands. Spirit said I can't make it up. 6 of Pentacles for clout, for fame, for fortune, for success. Because they don't want you. They want a 2 of Wands, 3 of Wands, meaning they want to watch you pick up something that you possibly do to like attract these men, or they want to learn how to be attractive. Okay, I get it. So you're alluring, Queen of Cups, right? You're alluring. You are, people are mesmerized or enticed. You're charming. You're charming, but you're feminine, and that's okay. Feminines can be charming. Oh, snap. Her charm works on men as well. Got it, Spirit. Thank you. So you're charming. I heard AF. And men, you take their breath away. Oh my God. I see the song, Take My Breath Away. Spirit say yes, 3 of Pentacles. Wow. And they're watching you, Page of Swords. They're watching you on the internet or your social media, something like that. King of Swords, 6 of Swords. So this is somebody that has a little fame or clout themselves. King of Swords, 6 of Swords. You take their breath away. They're stunned, or they think you're stunning. I see the word stunning. 4 of Wands, Temperance. They want to marry you, but they're waiting. Yeah, they want to come to you. Knight of Swords. Somebody's talking about something. Some magic. They think that you did magic on someone and they want to cause a tower and put you in the hangman energy because they want to be your King of Cups. Man. A Knight of Cups. A Knight of Swords. Like, dude, sit down. Like, really sit down somewhere. Like, it's enough going on as it is. So you got men that want you, men that desire you, young and older. And a man that wants to ruin everything because they want you to be with them only. So nobody else can have you. Spirit said, wow, you know the truth. How gracious. Because I just showed you today. You're aware of that. They're trying to hide it. They don't want anybody else to have you. 6 of Pentacles. 7 of Swords, yeah. 6 of Pentacles, 7 of Swords. They're like, you're my sweet treat. And I will stand in guard in defense of you. Look, but it's for money. With 10 of Pentacles. They don't want anybody else to have you because they want you for money. And this is causing them some type of anxiety and stress and worry. And I'm getting like their whole family is aware of this. Like, you have the way that this masculine thinks of you, or runs at you or runs to interfere in your life, or I call it interference. They can call it whatever they want to call it, coming in on your behalf or being your knight in shining armor on a white horse, lie, needing one to avenge you and or be your hero. But they want to be that, or they want to look like that, and it's gotten so far deep or so far out of hand that it even affects their family life. I'm done here. Yeah. I'm not picking up anything else except for it's causing problems and issues with the family. 7 of Cups. Multiple options. Many choices. King of Cups. Because he also has rendezvous or intercourse with the family. King of Cups. Yeah, remember I said the Knight of Swords wants to run in and become your King of Cups. But he is also being intimate with his family. 6 of Cups for clout, for fame, for fortune. But they aren't like you. Oh, they aren't like you. 6 of Swords. And they want to move forward with not being like you. They don't want to be like you. Oh, so they don't want to be like you. What is that? So is this them turning their back on you? Yeah. They want to move forward with that. To turn their back on you. I heard head. King of Cups. So you face forward and you face challenges and justice. You face forward and you face challenges. They're like, no, we'll put a hand over your face as if like guarded still. Like they don't want you to see something, but they don't want you to be aware of something. Remember this scene in the film? Didn't they die at this part when the shrimp cocktail reaches up and grabs them each by their face? They died, and then the girl has Beetlejuice bring them back. 5 of Cups, yeah, yes, yep. They want to like kill you. They got a death wish for you. Like they hate you that much that they're trying to unalive you. Okay, something wanted to come out. What I'm saying is the truth. Queen of Swords. They want justice for having sex and getting paid. 9 of Wands, 4 of Cups. Otherwise, they're not going to get anything. They're going to be thirsty. They're going to be hungry. They're going to be without any cups of love or sources of affection. And these are people that need to be held at night. They can't be alone. Or maybe it's their job. Maybe it's their job. Like somebody else's job is interfering in other people's job. Like what I'm getting is this is a military person versus a government employee. Like they feel like it's not a competition as much as it's what they have to do as far as being a military employee. Yeah, as far as having a military job is far different than a government job. So they're willing to, I didn't see backstab and betray, but they're willing to cause you an ending so that they're willing to cause you an ending. With the World card here, they don't see any justice in this. Like, why would you want to look like this is what they're saying. Why do you want to be thirsty? Why do you want to be hungry? As if you're not getting fed. As if you're not getting somebody's sweet love juice. Nectar. Yeah. Spirit said judgment on that thought, that thinking. Spirit said judgment. Remember this person in the film? That was like the headhunter. Yep. So this is about heads and shrinking heads. What else did he do? He shrunk them people's heads. He called judgment on them. He sure did. This is divine. Look at how divine shows up. It's like, yeah, look at me. Be scared of me. You should be scared of me when I come. When you see me, It's because I'm bringing justice. Now, guess what? You're only going to be judged because the scales are out of balance. And so when by the time this person shows up, it's already leaning in favor and towards the justice. That's it, period. It really doesn't have much to do with what these persons think and or believe as much as it has to do with what's going to take place, because there's always going to be a balance. That's why we talk about yin and yang. You know what I mean? That's why there is a yin and a yang. And when you talk about spirituality and spiritual law, okay, whether you're talking about religious spirituality or you're talking about what people call new age spirituality, they're one in the same. Okay, this is why I say this. Now, we know that Christ Jesus came and brought the word or spoke the word, and then it was written, right? But he didn't stop there. He continued on. That's why the people in Persia have the Quran. Okay? That knowledge and awareness grew. It continued. It did not cease. It did not cease. Whether the Jewish people continue to live by the Old Testament and modern day Christians or present day Christians live by the New Testament, referencing the Old Testament for truth, for understanding, for wisdom, but living by the New Testament, which is that Christ Jesus died for our sins. Okay. And then the folks that believe what's in the Quran. And then the folks that believe, you get what I'm saying? It did not end. And then if you really truly step back and like after you have really learned and studied the Holy Word, you will start to be able to identify and fill in blanks when it comes to the spirituality of the universe, astrology, the world. Now, let me tell you why. Look, this is a perfect example of what I'm trying to say. Do you see this eye? That's an eye. That's an eye. Do you see that constellation? You see that's a star. That's a star. You see what I'm saying? Like it fills in. It starts to create the picture, if you will. People get into church and they start to learn a religion and they feel like, okay, well, I have what I need. This is true. I do not disagree with that. I don't doubt that. I believe that. And I'm all for 1,030%. 1,003%, 1,030%. Like, I believe in the Lord. Look, I don't believe in the Lord as in Doctor Who. And he is not my landlord either, by the way. But I believe in the Most High God. I have to be conscious of the words that I use, because people with reprobate minds, animalistic minds, will try to take shortcuts and bypass the information that you are putting out for them to receive, and they will interpret it and as your shortcoming of helping them or cluing them in to help them understand fully what you were trying to say, when they know good and darn well that their intent was to misinterpret and misunderstand you. And so then they take this little word, oh, well, I'm gonna replace that with this. And, oh, she said Lord. Okay, I'm going to make it my landlord. Oh, she said Lord. Oh, I'm going to make it Doctor Who. Like, this is what people do. I have found this to be true. Like, I have gained a deeper and greater understanding of the lack of knowledge and awareness that people actually have in America, based off of the things that they see, the situations that they believe, based off what they saw or what they believe that they saw. And then they went gung-ho, ready to backstab and betray someone. Horror stories, okay? I'm like, I kid you not. And without having the full, complete picture and the full story here. And it's not their fault. People, you have to understand that we live in an age of technology and people can be deceptive and cruel and corrupt. And they use that especially against people who have religion. They use that because they already don't believe it, so they use it against the people that do believe. They're mad that you have belief. It's the craziest mess. And it goes on and on and on and on. And I'm not going there with this. I just wanted to touch on that. And then now we're going to close that energy out. I want to say thank you for liking, sharing, subscribing, contributing, donating, following me on Facebook, following me on my YouTube channels, sharing the videos, leaving comments, because somehow I have comments on my YouTube channels and I do not have comments turned on because of the stalkers and the thousands of bots that I used to have stalking my pages, leaving messages and links and, all kind of dot this and this, and it would like be highlighted like it was a link. And I was like, this doesn't even look like a link. Isn't that corrupt? Is that like leaving some type of virus or bug or something? So I turned comments off many years ago. In fact, I don't think I even turned them on this channel. All right, y'all. So that's the energy, and we'll pick up on the new energy, the new vibe in the next video. Thanks for tuning in. Namaste.